last class of the day today. We're in the ring with the Fibre Fresh Easter Jumping Festival, and our last class is the metre 20 to metre 25. I've got with me today Tegan Fitzsimon for the last class. That was your punishment for falling off in the last one, which I was not expecting at all, but you did it with very good grace and a smile on your face, which is wonderful. So this is going to be an interesting class, a huge number of riders, about 50 or so in here. And what do you see on that list, Tegan?
Looking at the start list, I think it's anyone's game. There's quite a good lineup of riders and horses in here. So, yeah, it's one of those classes that anyone can come out on top. And, yeah, it should be an exciting competition to watch.
Okay, that's cool. So just a note for this class, they've changed it to an instant jump off just to try and speed it up a bit, which is a good move. And if you're looking at the screen, you won't see the time for the first round. So if you don't go clear in the first round, you won't see a time coming up on that screen. You'll only see the time in the jump off. So instant jump off, of course, for those of you who could never remember, the instant jump off I always remember because it's not instant. You have to wait for the bell. It's, yeah, I don't know. Did you walk the course out there? Did you see any of that, Tegan?
I haven't walked this track. I assume it will be relatively similar to what we've just jumped. So, yeah, and that track, it rode really well. Yeah, it just seems to be this weekend just keep cantering and keep the canter basically, and yeah, just keep flowing. I think Pip's done a fantastic job building all weekend. Yeah, the tracks have been really good, and we're lucky to have a course builder building up to that quality here. So, yeah.
She has done a great job. You know, it's not easy building inside. It's tight and it has to be twisty-turny, and you don't have the room, do you? How do you find the horses in there, your horses in the indoor?
Wow. Yeah. So, yeah, obviously I'm quite lucky with Campari. He's pretty cruisy and easy going, so it doesn't really matter what you put in that arena. He's not too phased, where Cappuccino is the complete opposite and seems to find monsters everywhere I go. So, yeah, that showed in that last round where he thought the gate was pretty terrifying. But yes, you would think for a horse of his experience that kind of thing wouldn't make too much of a difference. But yes, he's very cheeky, but yeah, I still love him, so that's the main thing.
That's good. Oh. I just can't hear it. I've probably pulled it out. All good, right. So the last of the riders walking the course there, and we will see who have we got coming towards us now. That was like Geordie. Geordie's got his little speedster Marius in this class. They've had a bit of a good go today. We've got people from the Northland to the
Southland.
South here. Okay, yeah, we've got people coming from Northland to Southland. Angus Price all the way from Southland with his little new team of ponies and horses and having a good time with Verona, obviously, and Funhouse. We've got from Northland this rider here, Amara Green. She's from Northland. Isabel Jamison. And a few others I've seen on that list. So I would like to pick a winner out of this class. It's anyone's game here. I see Kimberly Carrington with Double J Barmaid.
And we can't write Jesse off.
Oh, you never know what Jesse's going to do. Yeah. Fame and glory or not. It'll be interesting. He's done such a great job of all those horses, and keeps everybody honest, doesn't he, out there?
Yeah, I think you could put Jesse on anything and he could deliver the goods. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what he can do out here today.
Yeah. Now, so tell us, what's Tegan going to do for the winter?
Oh, that's a great question. We'll head down to series finals, obviously, next weekend, and then I will head home. And then we are trying to get Campari and Windermere Cappuccino over to Australia for a few months. So, yeah, we're just in the process of getting that sorted.
That's exciting.
Yes, it is exciting. It is, yeah, it does come with a financial cost. So yes. We're just trying to get that situation sorted at the moment. But, yeah, it would be great to get those two horses over on the international scene and see what they can do.
So when does the World Cup season start in Australia?
Theirs has actually started, so theirs starts quite early, but it goes quite late. They finish in December, so we're just we're aiming to go from the start of August through till mid-November, and then come back here and hopefully do the bigger shows in the later part of our season, which should work out really well.
Awesome. Now that is very exciting. I'm really pleased for you, and a good step up for those horses, and for you to go and get a bit more international experience. I know you've been in some international teams, and you were part of the Youth Olympics gold medal winning team. That was some time ago now, and John and I were talking about that earlier, so it'll be good to see you back out there.
Yeah, Youth Olympics seems like a lifetime ago, but it will be good to be back out there and doing it, and I'm really stoked with the two horses that I've got. I think they're of great quality, and it will be nice to test them offshore. Great.
Good luck with that. We'll watch with interest. So we've got our first competitor in the ring. We've got Catherine Burden and 50 Shades HS. This horse, a warm blood grey gelding by Cassini 2 out of Elsie Unforgettable, which was by Lindeberg Desierts and bred by the Elsie Farm. So it's been a while since Elsie Farm was breeding horses in New Zealand. But good to see they're still around. She's having a few rails down there in this class. We shouldn't forget our wonderful sponsors for the show. Fibre Fresh, of course, is the main sponsor, and that incredible effort put in by Colin and Tony McIntosh and McIntosh Global Equestrian. Everyone is commenting that it's so good to see events like this, and in the indoor too, to keep everybody going,
Yeah, we're so lucky with Tony and Colin and the events that they've put on throughout the season. It's been fantastic, and they always do such a great job. So, we're very fortunate to have their help and support.
I think the arena has looked stunning all weekend, and they all deserve a good rest. Well, I was talking to Tony before, and I said, "You're going to have a day off?" And she said, "No, because I don't know how to do nothing." She said, "I'll be here tomorrow packing up and getting organised."
Unfortunately, that was quite a few faults there for Catherine, so I'm pretty sure that's not the round that she would have been hoping for today.
No, I don't think so. All right, so we'll move on to Amara Green. So Amara is one of the Northland riders we were talking about earlier. I think it's her next up. Just wait for the words to click over. It's going to be tricky.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Amara. This is definitely Elsie Underberg.
Yeah, I think so.
It's been a fantastic wee horse over the years. I've watched it quite a bit with Laura Hillhorst. I haven't seen Amara on it too much, but it was definitely a super wee horse for Laura.
Looks like they're having a few issues with that timing equipment. We'll just carry on as we were. So Amara, a student at Pinehurst School in Albany, coached by Mark Wells from Evolution Equestrian, and I think is going off to Germany with all of them to ride at a couple of shows over there, which will be exciting for them. Elsie Underberg, a sport horse by Lindeberg Desierts out of Yadlavi. I should put my glasses on, that might help. Bred by Elsie Horse Farm. So there you go, 2 in a row.
Unfortunately, Amara's had one fence down already. Oh, and we've just had a wee
drive-by
miscommunication there. So we'll come back round and give it another crack.
Here we go.
You see, they've replaced my favourite gate in this round, and we've got the McIntosh tents out. So.
Well, yeah. I'm sure you can find a gate like that to have practice over before next weekend.
Well, the funny thing is I went and had a lesson with Jeff on Monday, and he did mention that they had a gate, and so he pulled his gate out and we did train over it on Monday with no problems at all. So, yep, that didn't go to plan.
Oh, well, I'm not quite sure where we ended up there with Amara, but a few fences came down from what I can see. Let me just grab that because I can then write this down. Here we go. I think it's going to come right now. 8 faults in 2 time for Amara Green and Elsie Underberg. All right, next to go, Oliver Croucher and Ricochet, MVNZ. So Ollie out riding on his own now. Formerly rode for Tekapoto Estate and now got his own team of horses starting up again. This horse, Ricochet MVNZ, Warm Blood by Cannon out of Heidi, which was by Cassini 1 and bred by Mountain Sport Horses.
It was a bit of a shame. I watched this horse earlier on in the week and Ollie did a fantastic job with it. It's looking like an exciting horse for the future.
Yeah, he's a lovely rider, Ollie, and he's like such a nice person too. He was in here earlier today chatting away.
Yeah, he's definitely the type of guy the sport needs, so that's good. That was a bit of a cat leap. We all have those moments.
Indeed.
I think it's a relatively young horse, this one as well, so it probably hasn't had too much experience in indoors.
So probably only 6 or 7.
Yeah.
I think he did mention earlier that it was a young horse and he was just taking it easy. He's been pretty competitive over the years, hasn't he? I do remember, don't you, that probably, was it the last horse of the year when he won the maybe the junior rider, and then he rode the young rider. It looked like he was going to win it and jumped the wrong fence.
Yeah.
The last fence. Everybody went, oh.
Yeah, I think that's a moment Ollie probably wished to forget. But no, he has had great success over the years. He won the Norwood Gold Cup on Waitangi Surf one year, and that was a very popular win.
Yeah, and that was a lovely horse, wasn't it?
Yes, it was a great wee horse.
All right, Kim Carrington now, Double J Typhoon. He wouldn't discount this horse. All these Carrington girls.
Kim and Sam do such an amazing job producing their horses.
Yeah, they're a credit to them, really. They're always beautifully turned out and they're tidy little riders, these girls. Cute little stallion. Oh, this sport horse by Eurosport Centavos out of Double J Breeze, which, of course, by Voltaire 2. Bred by Robin and Wendy Jacobs. That's a shame.
Lucky.
Hasn't been their day today, the Carrington girls. Did it stay up or did it come down?
No, unfortunately it came down. Oh, they're getting a bit sticky.
We're having issues with our timing equipment and our names, but that's all right. We'll just stumble through the best we can. There we go. That looked better.
It's jumping some really good fences, this horse. Oh! Shivers my timbers.
Ouch.
That wasn't on the plan.
Oh. Just a bit of a misunderstanding about which way they were actually going.
Oh, honey. Hopefully Kim's all right.
Bit slow getting up.
Good Ginger. It's good to see her up and walking.
Catch that naughty
Hopefully,
now.
we can catch the runaway.
All right, who have we got next? Georgie Dormer. Next. Is she all right? She doesn't look like she's too good, actually.
I think she's got a bit of a bleeding nose.
She hit that jump stand pretty hard. Ouch, that would have hurt.
It's not what we like to see.
No. Yeah. Not at all. All right. We'll regroup now. Georgie Dormer in the ring now with one of, I think she's got about 3 horses in this class. This is...
Oops, probably not the best replay. Never mind.
This is Bravo. Warm Blood Cross by Heartbreaker.
Yes, I don't think Georgie's ridden this horse too many times. I think it's owned by Jacob Pascoe.
Right. I haven't seen her ride it before. That's her bell. Georgie based in Canterbury. Of course, riding full time alongside running Rangiora Business Supplies and the Rider Shop. She's the sponsor of the New Zealand jumping team's rider apparel for the Olympics. Cavaliero Toscana, which is lovely gear, and you see a lot of it about, don't you?
Yes, it's a very popular brand these days, which is fantastic. It is lovely gear and really good quality.
Right, how are we going here?
It's looking pretty good so far. I just don't want to say too much and then put a commentator's curse on, but
I've been doing that all day.
I told you.
I've been doing it all day. I didn't do it to you, though, because well, maybe I did, because I was, John and I were saying, well, you'd bet on this horse to go clear.
Oops. Yep, let the team down with that one, unfortunately. Yeah. Just keep everyone on their toes.
Well on the other one.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate for Georgie. It was a good run. She'll be pretty pleased with that.
So just the one rail, do we think?
I think so.
Because they've changed it to an instant jump off, we can't actually see the faults and the timing coming up. We haven't had a clear yet, though.
I'm sure we'll get there eventually, looking at the list coming up. So.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Now, next rider, I think, Charlotte Target. And she's running Corralita ECPH, so bred by East Coast Performance Horses. A warm blood by Corofino 2. Out of a Paris Opera mare. And Charlotte, team of 3 horses. She's been coached by Oliver Croucher and Abby Lawrence.
It's jumping pretty cute so far. Another good wee Corofino too.
Yeah, there's a lot of them around now.
Yeah, I'm quite the fan with both my 2 being by him.
That's right.
Oopsie. I definitely just need to stop saying things, I think.
Oh dear. Maybe everyone's getting a bit tired.
That was pretty unfortunate.
Oh, that was just a soft kind of stop.
Right, we'll move on to Rose.
Goodness me. It's not going well.
Hopefully Rose can produce the goods. This is quite a cool wee horse, and it's been going well over the last couple of weekends.
So this is Footloose NZPH. Who rode this before?
I think Rose has
she always
produced it, yeah.
All right, so another NZPH horse by Quintus out of Victorious NZPH, which was by Calvaro Z.
Well, that's unfortunately for Charlotte.
It's only young, it's probably about 7 or 8.
7 Footloose NZPH by Rose Alford.
So when you go to Australia, where are you going to be based, do you know?
That is the golden question.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, no, we're going to do the first month in New South Wales, and then we're going to head down and do some shows in South Australia and Victoria. So we are floating between states quite a bit. We're just going to take it as we come and go with the flow, I think.
Good on you.
Yeah.
That's a good way to be, because then you have no expectation, you know. And just get the job done, Tegan.
Yeah, well...
You're used to being on the road now. You spend most of your life living in that truck.
Exactly, yeah. We're we do quite a few months living out of the truck, which is good, but we're downgrading and we're hiring a float over there.
Oh, look out.
The truck has all of a sudden become a novelty and a luxury while we're in it at the moment. But
so who's going with you?
just myself and my groom, Emma Jackson, who's been with me for the last couple of seasons. So
good.
She's great. She knows the horses inside out and backwards, and yeah, I'm pretty lucky to have her on board. Is it our first clear?
I think it might be.
Yay, go Rose, go to South Island.
Not that we're at all biased.
No, not biased at all. No, that was fantastic. Lucy looks like she's still got plenty of running left in her.
Yep, so that's her jump-off bell. I don't even know the course for the jump-off. Where's the course plan? Is that it there? Let's say over
maybe
here.
45, maybe 10.
No, maybe they didn't deliver it to us.
I don't think we've got a course plan here, unfortunately.
Thank you. There we go, that's service. The course plan just miraculously arrived in our hands. Jump off, down there.
Yeah, so we start with fence number 6 and then head to 7 and then round to 9, 8 and 3, which one's just going through now, and unfortunately had one down. And then we roll back to fence number 1 and then round to the Takapoto wine
Bottles.
and then finishing with fence 12. Fence on course. So yeah, the planks. Is it?
Oh.
That would looks like it's number 3, unfortunately, that she's just jumped.
Where's 12?
12 is actually meant to be next door to 3. So number 10
Going back,
backwards.
did she jump the wrong one? Was she supposed to jump the oxer?
We'll wait and see what the judges call on that. No, that's a double clear, so I think our course is slightly wrong on here. Which would make sense because 12 on the course plan is actually an oxer. So now probably because it's turned into an instant, it would make sense to jump 3 because it's an upright. We can't really be jumping 10
Right, so they've
backwards.
probably changed it on the... No, they're highly illegal.
Yeah.
Probably changed it on the course plan at the gate.
Yeah.
That's all good. So double clear. Oh, we didn't get the time. Never mind. We'll just send an emergency text on our texting machine.
In the meantime, we've got Jesse up next on Blow Below. He's pretty competitive on this horse and has had some really good placings. He's always pretty speedy, is Jesse.
He likes this little horse. This horse was Kate Hudson's, wasn't it?
Yes, I think it was originally from Australia.
Yep, it was. And it's thoroughbred, warm-bled cross by Baloo Durue out of Vertical Horizon, which was by Pride of Kalina, bred by Amelia Spalder in Australia.
Looking pretty good so far.
He's had a good day. He's got placed in 2 of the classes, so that must be a good payday at this level of prize money, you would think?
Yeah, the prize money at the show is fantastic. We're pretty lucky. Coming up to the last fence now.
Don't say it.
Nicely done, Jesse.
Clear. Well done, Jesse. Yeah, so Rose did have a rail in the jump off. 37.66. So that was not a double clear, that was 4 in the jump off with 37.66 for Rose. And Jesse's clear, so this will be his jump off now.
I'm pretty sure Jesse will show us if we can do any inside turns anywhere or anything.
He's a seasoned rider. He knows his way around. There I can see Olivia Newsom's grandparents in the background over there.
Oh, that's cool. She had a great couple of rounds in the previous class.
Oh, he's going to give it a shot.
We're certainly not hanging around. He wants a bit of prize money to get some fuel home. Yeah.
Oh, Jesse.
That was pretty unlucky.
Just keep going and then you'll be right.
Anything can happen though in a class. You never know what's coming behind you.
Right.
So 4 faults still might be good enough.
Well, fast 4 faults is still better than a slow 4 faults.
Yeah.
All right, so
It's still a great round.
I think a 4 fault jump off. I'll just listen out the back there and see if we can hear the time. Be fighting over the time. I think. I haven't heard a bell go either. Yet, have you?
No. There's obviously something. Jesse's got the judges talking. Anyway, we'll move on to Rosie. This is a really nice horse of Rosie's. Another
Lottie.
Corofino too.
Mm-hmm.
I think Rosie and her parents have owned it for a wee bit, but Lisa Coop previously had the ride and did some pretty big classes on it really successfully, so it's good to see Rosie back on board and having some nice rounds.
Yeah, didn't she win something at the Horse of the Year with it?
I think she might have won the Norwood on this one. Not 100% sure,
Monte
but
Carlo. She rose. I can't remember now what she. Good to see Lisa back in the ring. Hopefully she'll be back soon. Oops, it is.
No, we haven't really. I feel that was unlucky because it was going really nicely up until that moment. Never mind, we'll recoup. Unfortunately, a few faults there.
8 faults and 2 time faults for Rosie. All right, so that will put Rosie out of the running for the instant jump off. She won't be competing in that. We'll move on to another South Islander now, Tegan, Emma Gillies.
Yeah, these are 2 little pocket rockets. The horse is quite a little springboard, and Emma's been doing a great job. I don't think she's had the ride on him for very long. Sophie Scott originally had him, and then Emma's just recently picked up the ride and looks to be doing a fantastic job. She's such a good wee jockey, and so we'll see what she can do. They've had a very successful North Island campaign. They came up and did North Island champs and won quite a bit there, and were very successful here last weekend as well. So we'll see what Emma can do.
Yeah, they've been great competitors, and of course Sister Sam won the class this morning.
Yeah, another one to add to the
add to the tally.
Yeah.
So this little horse, a Heartbreaker, by Heartbreaker, out of Sheasel Grace, which was by Columbia and bred by Nick Brooks, of course one of New Zealand's inventors, based in the UK now. Nick did some lovely show jumpers, Versace C and a couple of others I can't remember now, but it looks a bit like that, same colouring.
It was really unlucky. He's a feisty little number. Really looks to love
like
his
a pony,
job.
doesn't he?
Yeah. Plenty of spring though, and seems to have quite a big stride. So, but to keep under control.
Yeah.
It was a good round.
Good on her. 4 faults for Mcguire. So still just the... Well, I'm still waiting for the time for Jessie Linton, so once we find that out, we will be able to tell you where we sit. No double clears yet, though. Next to go is Charlotte Mcguire and Matrix I Spy. This horse, a 13-year-old... No, maybe slightly older than that now. Thoroughbred by Denham out of Millie, which was by Vain Promise. Thoroughbred gelding with Abaloo bloodlines. Charlotte currently jumping in the Junior Rider Series. Oh, unfortunately, things aren't going quite according to plan in the early part of the course. Bit of a drive-by of the wine bottles. Oh, the stop.
Not much of a wine drinker.
And 6 seconds added to the clock to rebuild the fence. I don't know what's happening here. There we go. Is she off again? Yes.
So have another go.
Yep. Round we come. Ride it a bit more round the corner. Here we go. Oh.
Yeah, not really having it today, unfortunately, for Charlotte. Wants to head back to its yard and have some dinner, I think.
So she's been eliminated, Charlotte, unfortunately. Right. Olivia Newsom back in the ring now with Distilled Silver MSNZ. This horse, a warm blood by Chaco Silver and by a Distal Fink mare. Out of a Distal Fink mare. Only relatively young, born in 2015.
Yeah, Liv does a fantastic job with breeding the horses and then doing everything right from the start all by herself. So it's really cool to see, and it's very easy to forget how young Liv still is. It seems like she's been around for forever.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
She's not even 17
16,
yet.
So, yeah, it's very easy to forget that she's still relatively still a baby.
Such a nice kid. And she's
great family, hard working, and they're bringing through some really nice horses, which is great.
And she was in here this morning and I asked her if her sister was riding. She said no, the rest of her siblings are all at the National Basketball Championships.
Oh, busy, talented family then.
Yeah. Right. Jessie's time was 34.55. So that's the fastest so far. 4 faults. And the jump off. Oh.
That was a shame. That was a really great round.
Lovely rider, Olivia. She does a good job. There we go, just in the replay for her. Right, Hannah Bodle. She's had one go out here today. This time with Hopefully Galileo NZPH. This horse probably coming up 7 years, I'd say. New Zealand Sport Horse by Air Jordan out of Hopery Chantilly, which was by Cabdullah Dubtiard, bred by Warwick Hanson and NZPH.
Another one that does a really good job producing horses. Hannah is, fantastic at starting them. They're always turned out beautifully and go equally as nicely. So, she's a great rider.
Not going very quickly.
No, definitely taking our time around here.
Time allowed 76. $10,000 prize pool on this. Might be riding with a little bit more purpose.
She might just be giving it a nice round for a bit of experience. I'm not too sure, but
Maybe
it's all looking very,
just wants the clear, perhaps.
very good so far. It's jumping really nicely, the horse. Definitely going to be over time, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's a shame, isn't it? Because she's doing a really nice job of it. Time allowed 76, and we're at that now.
That's a shame because it was a really nice.
Only one time fault.
round.
But unfortunately, one time fault won't get her into the jump off.
Certainly jumped some fantastic fences.
Yeah, she should be pleased with that.
Well, a lovely round there for Hannah and Taupo. Unfortunately, with a time of 79.39, she incurred one time fault. Now, welcome to the arena, Mandalay Cove and Nigel.
All right, Mandalay Cove. Now, if I'm correct, this was one of Morris's horses. He used to ride Mandalay Cove, now ridden by Nigel Horton. His horse by Wishing Well, out of Millie Matrix, which was by Festal and bred by Morris Beatson.
Nigel had a really good win on this horse yesterday. It was a great round. It's been such a fantastic horse over the years. Jumped up to the highest level, around some World Cups with Maury.
Yep, probably competed against you a few times.
Yep, it sure has. It's nice seeing it back down, jumping this level, and
Yeah, enjoying it.
yeah, having some fun with Nigel.
Oh,
Oh,
that was a bit keen.
got down there a bit too good.
Oh. Well, not to be his day today. His day was yesterday. Right. 8 volts for Nigel Horton and Mandalay Cove. That's the bell now for Sarah Nelson and Zabambi. So this combination won the pony class this morning. Oh, where are we going here? Clyde Thoroughbred Cross, this horse. The big horse.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this horse used to be campaigned by Samantha Peters.
Right.
I think it has actually jumped some quite big tracks over the years as well and competed up to World Cup. So
Right, okay. That's
nice to be teaching a younger rider the ropes now, which is also good.
Yeah, absolutely. It's by Zabaloo out of a mare called Red Scarlet, bred by Jenny Joustra.
I'm sure Sarah will be looking for another good round after her fantastic pony performance. It was pretty exciting and
Yeah.
a great competition.
Oof.
Bambi's like, I've got this under control, Mum.
Yeah. Yes, he certainly looks like he knows what he's doing, doesn't he?
Got his wheat ears pricked. He's loving it. Oh,
Oh, well, that's where
yeah, that's
Kim
not-
came unstuck. Right there. Right, round to the double. Oh, it's going to get a bit tired.
There we kick. Then round here to the last. Oh, there we go, another clear round.
65-1-1. It's all good. So she'll be straight through to that instant jump off. There's the bell for it. She'll be getting ready to go. All right, here she goes. She's on the way.
Certainly not hanging about.
Oh, she's... Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Well done.
That's why these experienced ones are always handy. Oh, nice tight turn there. Oopsie. Oh, goodness.
Maybe just a little too tight.
Very genuine. Wants to keep going.
Yes. Could have just ducked out. Well, she's doing some tight corners.
Still in it to win it, clearly.
She's going to be fast. You know, there are no double clears at the stage, so 4 faults is still good enough right now. And the time...
Big pets.
Big pets. Just missing the time, so we'll have to catch up with that and see if we can catch it for her. So 4 faults, I think. And we'll check on the time. All right, Jessica Hoare. She's done it pretty well today too. She got a placing this just in the last class, I think, or the one before, maybe the pony class. She did.
Yeah, Jess has got a great pony, Tally-Ho Scoundrel. It's a really competitive pony. Grand Prix Mount. And this is another fantastic horse. I'm pretty sure it won the big class here last year with M. Hayward Morgan. Whoops,
Oh,
Daisy.
Oh dear. Centino by Centadel out of Vaubush 2. Warm blood. It says it's a chestnut, but it's not looking very chestnut to me. Maybe it's just me. Got a bit darker over its lifetime, perhaps.
Around and try again.
It's not doing much for the time, is it?
Clock's keeping on ticking.
Oh.
No. I don't think it's Centino's day today.
No, I think Centino just thinks it's time to go home.
Yeah.
I don't think Jess thinks it's time to go home. Oh, that'll be a third refusal, will it?
Yeah, looks like
I
it.
think it was because she went up to the fence. So she can jump one on the way out that she's already jumped. Well, she's going to anyway. Yes, she can jump a fence that she's already jumped. So there you go. It's not going well. Elimination for Jess.
Yeah, we're definitely getting an assortment of faults going on.
Oh, did she retire? They've got retired, but I'm not
they
really
rang
sure.
the bell,
They rang the bell.
Could be wrong.
Right, I'm just having to text in and find out about what these times are. What am I looking for? Sarah Nelson. Okay, so looks like Georgie Dormer is back in the ring next. But that doesn't look like Georgie Dormer.
Georgie.
Is it Molly Pike, maybe?
I think it might be.
It's definitely not Jess Hoare, which is what it says on the screen. It is Molly Pike. Molly Pike and Sugarman. All right, Australian warm blood. No, that was a breed, an Australian warm blood, but there we are. That's what's written on in the notes by Northern Flavis and out of an unknown mare. 16-year-old gelding. First season with Molly. Sugarman.
Yeah, I think Molly's had some good success with this horse this season in junior rider classes. It was previously ridden by Elmo Jackson.
So Kim Carrington was scratched. So I didn't think she looked too good after she fell off. Perhaps she
wouldn't be surprised if she didn't get the clear.
Didn't get cleared.
The medic. It's a real shame. Hopefully she'll be on the mend soon.
Gone are the days where you just get back on your horse,
Yeah.
which is a good thing in this day and age. We're a bit smarter about looking after ourselves. It's going pretty well for Molly.
Just put the commentator's curse on her, unfortunately.
Did I? I did too. There we go. 4 faults. Just about should keep quiet, shouldn't I?
Flyer at the last. That was good there.
Ah, 4
Nicely
faults
done.
for Molly Pike. All right. Zara Priest 2s, I think. Yes, NZ Fireball. It's got a little horse, this. Warm Blood Cross, Chestnut by Voltaire out of Blondini, which was by Distelfink.
Yeah, it's a well-travelled wee horse, this. Been ridden originally by Rachel Malcolm and then headed over to Australia for Amelia Douglas. And good to see it's back over in New Zealand again. So it's certainly done the miles.
Done the circuit. Oh,
That was unlucky.
that's a shame. Oh,
Goodness me.
jeepers, we've had a
This
few
isn't-
crashes today.
I was one casualty, so
Well, often you go to, in ring 1, often you go to shows no one falls off, and it's very...
definitely been an interesting class and day so far.
Oh. Okay, how have we managed that? Jesse's next with Chelsea CZ.
No.
No. Oh, Maddie Smith. Is he riding Madison Smith? Okay, great. Thank you very much. Okay, right. Well, that's tricky. So just to fool you, that is Dodge NZPH, but that's Jessie Linton riding the horse for Madison Smith. Dodge NZPH. So, what do we know about this horse? By Quintus out of Untouched NZPH, which was by Cabdullah Dutiard, bred by NZPH. What's happened to Maddie? But they've just brought that one up the draw because it was a bit too close. Right, so it's the end of the show and the end of the day, and people pull out and people go home, and things start to go a bit awry.
It's been a long day.
So are you guys camping here for a couple of days before you head to Masterton, or what do you do?
Yeah, I think we'll stay here for a couple of days and then cruise on down. We've got no place we really need to be, so we'll just go with the flow and see what happens.
Sure.
Oh. Looked like a good round from Jessie again, though. It's been a sort of an unlucky rail at 9A.
Where are we? 4 faults for Dodge NZPH and Jessie Linton. All right, I think we should have Angus Price, maybe? Yeah, here we go. And Verona, another one you would have ridden against a few times, Tegan.
Yeah, Flash is a great wee horse. It's so nice to see a wee Angus on him, and he's been doing a great job so far.
I'm going to look at Flash's face. He's like, let's go.
Yeah. Loves his job.
So Angus all the way from Southland College, or Central Southland College. He's been having a lot of fun this season with his little team of ponies, some great pony, their Funhouse, a real a real epic horse in the Pony Grand Prix level and pony rides. And Verona, of course, and he also has another horse, Benrose Starlight.
Flash is looking pretty at home here in the indoor.
He knows his way around here.
Yeah.
Like this is home.
Angus is doing a great job. He's not the easiest of horses.
No, he's got that. Puts his head up, doesn't he, and
Likes to
tries
bounce.
to take control.
Yeah. Good job.
Well done. Nice clear round. Great stuff from Angus. He'll be pleased with that.
Hopefully he can give us our first double clear.
Nice to see.
Certainly a quick little number when Flash gets going.
Well, the temptation is always just to go that little bit too quick, isn't
Yeah.
it? And
He's got quite a big motor, so
yeah, run into trouble. So probably the issue is keeping a lid on it rather than.
He's giving it a wee crack.
Oh, where are we going? Around here. Oh,
It's proving to be a wee bit of the bogey fence in the jump off today.
yeah, I don't think that's the one you cut the corner to. Let's him have his head and a big patch going around there.
Yeah.
Good stuff. 4 faults, 38.47. Not going to be fast enough at this stage in the game, but you know, who knows? 38.47. So time to beat so far. Still Jesse Linton, 34.55 with 4 faults.
I think he actually had 2 down.
Oh, did he?
That replay, yeah. So 9A and then fence number 2 as well. So I think
So
we'll
maybe
find
8.
that's an 8 fault
Right.
rounds there.
Well spotted. Sam Van Leerd now. Frizenti, NZPH. Oops, Daisy, what have I done there? It's not ideal.
The jump off there for Angus Price and Verona. Welcome, Frizante, NZPH, Lawrence Stanley Van Leer.
Yeah, we go here somewhere.
Cheeky chipping.
Right. Sam and Frizenti. All right. Warm Blood by Non Plus Ultra 3. Oh, Sam.
Oh, that's not where you want to be.
Oh.
Oh.
Stop the clock and ring the bell. Ouch.
Have a bit of a stinger. Oh, we've broken the fill as well. We've made a really good job of it.
Oh, dear.
Oops.
We'll get rid of that. It's no use anymore.
Sam jumps
I think
off
she's
because the
off.
horse is not feeling 100%. So
Yeah, it was got a bit tangled up, didn't it?
yeah, there was a lot of things going everywhere, all different directions, which is never ideal.
A little bit lame. Maybe just a bit of a, as you
Yeah,
say, a bit of a sting.
stinger.
Well, that's a shame for Sam Van Leerd and Frizante. I was just about to tell you all sorts of fabulous things about that, but well, now just wait for that jump to be rebuilt before we move on to our next rider, Anna Craig.
9 from the top.
Anna, one of the sponsors here at the show. She's an equestrian property in Tauranga and has supported the show this time, which is great to see. It's going to be a bit of a... I'm going to put that one in the middle. There we go.
Good as new.
Rebuild the fence, put it back together. Right. Avenger Extreme and Anna Craig. An Andretti horse, this one. By Andretti. Bred by Charlene Wickman and Extreme Sport Horses.
I see it's out of Corteza. That was a horse that was originally competed by Carissa McCool a few years ago. That she imported out from Australia.
Oh, there you go. Learn something every day. All right. There we go.
Oh, gave that one a good wee roll. Stayed in the cup size, that's the main thing.
Yeah, as long as it stays
I like
up.
those ones.
Ooh, that was lucky. Right, coming around to the last part of the course now. Oh, she gave that. Oh, dear. Oh, 4 faults. You're lucky not to have the first one in the double down too, to be fair. And that's the last fence, isn't it?
Oh, another one at the last, unfortunately.
8 faults for Anna Craig in Avenger Extreme, which is actually not, it's not really a true record of what she did, because it was a really nice round.
Yeah, that was nicely. That was a really good rub at 3.
Yeah. All right. How are we doing here? Anna Craig. So now we'll move to Brook Knight Willis. And she rides Everything Equine Totra. Warm Blood Station Bred Cross is all the info we have for this one. We're halfway through the class. Just 4 that have made the instant jump off so far. 4 clears in the first round, no double clears. So there's a little hint to those still to come.
Yeah, definitely. The slow double clear might get you through. Oh, unfortunately, that was the second fence down for Brook.
Oof. Oh, that's a shame. So we think she's had 3 down or just the 2?
Just the 2 down so far.
Oh, and another add a stride in. The end.
Big stretch over number 8. Looks like a pretty genuine little...
Yeah. Is it a... What did we say? Warm Blood Station Bred Cross. Here we go.
Good shot for
8 faults. She'll finish with. Right, so on to the last page of the show. 1 more page to go. Another 26 riders. Right, Jessica Moore in La Luna Rossa. Hanoverian Thoroughbred Clydie Cross, according to this information sheet, by Volrath Lessing out of Phoenix, which was by Billy. Jessica, a student from Rotorua.
Just trying to get our legs sorted.
Yeah, they're going in a different direction.
All good. Jump the jump, that's the main thing.
Oh, they're still going everywhere.
Double's come down quite a few times.
It's quite a tight corner into that, isn't it? Round it on the edge of the...
Yeah,
rail.
you just kind of got to keep coming around there. That was in our track beforehand, and just got to keep rolling.
And probably a fair bit going on down that.
Yeah, with the window and that there,
office.
the horses tend to look in there sometimes, and the attention goes off the fence and onto what's going on in there. But
And she comes into the last, sitting on 16. There we go. And a time fault.
Time faults as well, unfortunately.
2 time. 16 jump and 2 time for a total of 18 for Jessica Moore. Right. Where are we going now? No horse in the ring, that's unusual.
Jordan Milner going on our list.
Maybe
but
Blake's gone
maybe
home
not.
having a cup of tea.
Oh, we're having a Harrow break.
Oh, we're going to just have a little tidy up.
Try and keep the surface pretty fair and even for everyone.
All right.
They're pretty efficient with this
Might
kind
be.
of process. I've got it pretty down packed now, so they'll zoom around quickly and then we'll get back into it.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll probably have just a little short break whilst they do that, because it might take them a little while. They're going to look like they're going to take the fence
Yeah.
down.
Tony, you're a busy lady. You've been all over the show here today, and no wonder you're the show director. Now, this is your baby. Tell us a little bit about your thoughts and of the show.
We came back from overseas 12 months ago, and when we saw this lovely big indoor arena, I had a vision to do something quite special here. So I guess what I've done is wanted to bring a little bit of international flavour to New Zealand.
And what are your plans moving forward, and what's the feedback been like from the riders?
The feedback's been amazing and it's super exciting, and I'm really excited for tomorrow. Going forward, love to turn it into a series, do a series of 3 throughout the year. So the New Zealand show jumping season is quite short compared to everything else internationally. So I'd really like to extend the season. It gives us more option with horses, and then we can invite international riders because it's their season as well, so we can invite them over to look at horses to purchase, to ride, and really turn New Zealand into an international show jumping scene.
Now, being a Kiwi yourself and having spent 17 years now being a professional in the horse world in America, what are the big differences you see on the American circuit to here, and what are maybe some of the nice things about New Zealand?
I think the really lovely things about New Zealand is we're still Kiwis, and we still have a little bit of what I like to say, a little bit of Kiwi yeehaw, and we can just get up and make it work. We can make it happen. The nice thing about the things in Europe and in America is there's a proper system in place for training. The shows go longer. They usually go anything from 6 to 4 days. That's, a 4-day show is quite a short show. And we have circuits that go on so at Thermal, we are there for 8 to 9 weeks.
Well, thank you, Tony. We love having you back here. It's certainly a benefit for us, and we look forward to seeing what this incredible show will become.
Thank you very much.
Calves are born as totally milk-reliant animals without a fully developed rumen, so it's really important that they get quality nutritious forage fibre from day one.
They grow best on green pasture, and Fibre Fresh is the closest thing that you can get while the calves are in the sheds. So our goal for the Fibre Fresh is to get these calves developed as fast as we can. We get our calves from 4 days of age, and from day one there's Fibre Fresh in the pens with them. Their rumen will develop within the first 10 weeks of their life, so it's important that they get the Fibre Fresh while they're growing.
The key benefits of Fibre Fresh is the high quality digestible protein that's found in the lucerne crop, but also calcium for bone development and growth, and the fact that it's all natural and antibiotic free.
Once they're onto their Fibre Fresh program, we see that there's no weaning check, there's no drop in weight gain, and they just continue to grow as they should. Another huge benefit to feeding the Fibre Fresh is you can store it outside and be fresh and ready whenever you need it.
We produce everything from the paddock to the harvesting and manufacturing into the bag and then onto the pallet and into the market. Our farmers tell us that their calves really thrive on the Fibre Fresh product. We know from research done here that calves develop 18% heavier rumens than those reared on a milk and meal diet. The calves then go out onto the pasture and are able to perform like mini cows as they enter the herd.
New Zealand's a small country and we love how much we can send over to the rest of the world. Our little calves here growing into these enormous big cattle go internationally. We love that we can produce a product that's loved around the world. It's great to have Fibre Fresh as a part of our team, and we know that it's just the perfect product to grow our cattle.
Well, I'm lucky now because I get to catch up with one of my favourites in show jumping, none other than Maury Beatson. And anyone who's followed this sport for years will know this man. You are a legend. Tell us a little bit about who you're riding in the metre 40.
Today I'll be riding a horse called Central Park. He's by Centavis. I hope he's going to be a good horse. He's got the potential to be a good horse, a very good horse. Easy to train, nice to ride. You know, he's only 9-year-old, but it's, we're just looking forward to the future with him.
And Maury, this sport has certainly taken you all over the world, the Olympics, 2 World Equestrian Games and the World Cup final in Europe. What have been some of your favourite moments?
I've been lucky. I've travelled the world. I've been to a lot of countries and the sport is very big overseas. You know, it's huge. You know, there's a lot of wealth overseas. But I tell you what, it is nice to come back to New Zealand and show jump.
Well, thanks, Maury. We look forward to seeing how you two go.
Yeah, thank you very much. Righto.
I just love creating a bond with each horse.
The thing I love is training and developing the young horses the way that it's built to be.
I fed Fibre Fresh for as long as I can remember, specifically Fibre Protect.
Fibre and protein are 2 really important parts of feeding dressage horses, and we try to feed them a number of different types of protein. Yeah, it's been a staple in our horses' diet for as long as I can remember, 15, 20 years.
I started feeding Fibre Fresh in 2016 and it's been coming in by the pallet load ever since.
Fibre Fresh has given all of my horses, especially my young horses, great top line. Their coat condition is always of the highest quality.
As well as being a really good protein source, Fibre Protect has the added benefits of mitigating ulcer development in horses, and you know, we're boxing our horses, and as much as we try to look after them and their care, they can develop ulcers through that.
Our horses love it. I love that there's no dust, it's fresh, you cut that bag open, it smells great. The horses love it, yeah, it's just a great product and it keeps getting better and better.
It's amazing to be a New Zealand rider.
Right, we're back into it. Had a quick wee break to harrow the arena, and now it looks like we've got Tauragawa in the ring.
Well, that's a hell of a name for a horse, isn't it?
I'm not going to try and pronounce that. I'll leave that up to you.
A Keterine. A Keterine. A Keterine. I don't have any information about it either, so I can't tell you anything more other than that is its name.
Oh, we stumble.
Right. I think we are about halfway through. Did we have Georgia Milner or did she not come?
No, I don't think she...
Okay, we'll put a mark against that one. Tauragawa. We'll probably
Hopefully
see
we
a few
can-
more that might not come now.
Hopefully we can get our first stubble clear in this half. Oh, and
No.
Tara's not going to
There you
provide.
go. You did that.
Yeah, that was my fault. Sorry, Tara. Just jumping a good wee round so far though. Looks like a nice wee horse. Looks like a little wee thoroughbred.
She must have a big team of horses now, Tara.
Yeah, she does a good job.
into the last. Sitting on just 4 for Tara.
Nice round. That's a good job.
Still no double clears.
No, it's crazy.
It's unusual.
Had some really good horses and riders go as well. It's been an odd class.
Oh, I think just long days. Everyone's probably a bit tired. Probably a few late nights, maybe, for a few.
Truck park was a bit rowdy last night, but it soon got very quiet come 10 o'clock, so it's all good.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it?
This is a former South Island horse, Kimberly Bird, who's now based over in America, used to competed up to Grand Prix level and had good success on it, so it's good to see Sophia taking over the reins.
Yeah, it's Rockset ECPH, bred by East Coast Performance Horses in the Wairarapa. There's another Corofino too.
Yeah, another one.
Out of Nahiwi Hijack, which was by Hold Up Premier VDL. So some pretty good bloodlines.
Unfortunately, Sophia's had fence number 3 down, so it's a bit of a shame.
Oh, bit of a wiggle in there. Oh, and now a bit of an argument.
We're getting a bit keen and on different pages. I think Roxette wants to keep going and Sophia's like, no, you can listen to me, thank you. Looks like we're back listening again.
Yeah, reined it in successfully. Oh, that's a bit... No, all good. Into the time faults now there, unfortunately, which is...
Yeah, they'll clock up now.
Drive-by will do that to you.
Well, it finished up nicely, which was good.
15 in total at the end there. Didn't even jump that one, did it?
No, kind of freight trained through it.
All right, Colleen Krause next. And she rides Orome's Girl VDL. Warm Blood Cross by Orome VDL. Out of... Oh, that's spelt wrong. Chelican Jenna, which was by Pukuroa Blackjack. Don't know how right I've said that, to be fair, but we've given it a crack. So Colleen out on course now.
Soft rail, unfortunately. Oh, getting a bit towy down that line.
So, into fence 7 we come. 4 faults at the moment into the second part of the course. She goes sitting on 4. Into double. Right, 4 fault round. Another of the 4 fault rounds.
I want to add to the list.
The ever-growing list. Colleen Krause and Orome's Girl VDL. 4 faults. All right. We've got Jessie Linton back in the ring now. Chelsea CSNZ. This horse bred by Chelican Equestrian. Warm Blood by Cassiano out of Lexi CSNZ, which was by Lordano. I think this is the one owned by Sarah and Penny Borthwick. And Jessie's been campaigning this year for them.
Penny's had a really successful season so far on both of her ponies in the Pony Grand Prix series. She's notched up quite a few wins. I think she's at the top of the Grand Prix.
I think she is, but I think it's a close run thing at the top. And those Gillies girls are coming at her. So next weekend could be interesting, some of those series.
Will make each class good to watch. Nail biting.
Yes. All right. Oh, don't like the look of that one. Oh, it's that giraffe in the window.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that is. It's really not sure what that is.
Jessie's third ride out in this class, so hopefully the third time's a charm.
Yeah, come on, Jessie. You can pull one out of the bag now. Great.
I think this horse is relatively young. I think it's just a wee 6-year-old.
Yeah, it's green. But
certainly got the
he's been doing a
jockey
good job
on top to pilot it round. And a good wee look round the outside, not making things very easy.
Well, I think that's just its age and stage, isn't it? First rail down.
Oh, goodness. Gone a bit wild.
We're really having a disagreement now. Chelsea. Jessie just calming her down and trying to get her to concentrate again. Past the in gate might be part of the problem.
Just quickly trying to remind her who's boss here. Wheels are starting to fall.
Nice.
Yeah, good, cool. Save it for another day, Jessie.
He's had enough.
Yeah, time to go home.
Yeah. He's still leading the class on his first horse, Beau Baloo, 4 faults in the jump off and 34.55. So
he's sticking with that.
Yeah, I reckon he should stick with that. Might be just a bit much going on in there for Chelsea CSNZ. I think we go back with Amara Green now and Cluedo Extreme. She's got some nice horses, this girl. This is another one of your Corofino 2s. Cluedo Extreme by Corofino 2 out of Nahiwi Hijack, which we've already said was my hold-up Premier VDL, bred by Charlene Workman and Extreme Sport Horses.
Kamara purchased this horse over winter, so this will be her first season competing it. Looks to be a nice wee horse.
Who rode it before? I've seen this before, Cluedo Extreme. Oh, maybe I saw it in the age group classes with someone.
Far down.
Well, we've still got some pretty good riders to come and pretty good combinations. We've got Sally Clark and Victoria's Secret. We never discount Sally.
No, Sally's definitely out there.
At this height, you know, this might be the one for her. Geordie Bull and Marius, and that goes like a cut cat. It'll be, if it goes clear, will be hard to beat. Bernard Denton. Rose Allfeld again with another one. Emma Gillies with Chic Extreme. That's another nice horse.
That's a speedy wee one.
And Brook with Fibre Fresh Casala. We've got Lichelle Small with Glenbrook Archie Bunker.
Another one not to be.
Mel Matheson and Julia MH. Danny Duncan with Versace C. Who else? And Georgie Dormer at the end.
Yeah, so definitely some really good combinations.
Potential
still to
for
come.
clear rounds, Tegan.
We'll cross our fingers for a double clear. Always easier said than done.
So 8 jump faults for Amara Green.
Back to Liv Newsom.
Yeah, Distinction MSNZ, Warm Blood by Picabello, out of Casey Venus, which was by Billy Boy, read by Mount View Sport Horses. She likes to be competitive, does Liv, so she'll give it a good shot.
Yeah, she's certainly not out in the class to come second.
No, definitely not.
I was having a chat to her in the Metre 40 presentations and she was definitely hungry for that rug. So it's nice to see that she's competitive and wanting it.
Oh, okay. There we go. There's the curse of the 4 faults.
I'll put a bit down.
Because we need to be fastest 4 faults now. I don't think she's going to be. It's hard to tell though at this stage. Oh, the long one. 4 faults.
Another good round. Just a bit unlucky.
I feel the temperature dropping now,
yeah,
can't you?
It's definitely a bit crisp. The air coming in is like, whew, feels like I'm back at home.
Yeah. I have to put my thing back on. Do this.
Oh, good, thank you. Right, we move to Maddie Jackson. She rides Hinton Excalibur. This is another great wee horse and it can be very nifty in jump-offs. It was previously campaigned by Oliver Edgecombe. And Maddie just won the New Zealand Junior Rider Championships down in Christchurch recently. So, really good win. In very trying conditions down there. The weather wasn't exactly the best, but
it was interesting to say the least.
Yeah, it wasn't
It was such a shame actually because we just missed the last day and that was when all the drama was going to happen.
Yeah, and the Nationals Committee do put on a fantastic event, so it was a big shame for that to happen, but unfortunately we can't do too much about that, and they did the best that they could with the conditions that they had. So
yeah, exactly, but there was no way they were jumping out of that on Sunday.
No, I wasn't really too keen to leave my house, so I think that decision was great. I'll go with that. Oh, big jump over that.
Big jump. Right, I think we should not say a word now.
I think we zip it. Nicely done.
Clear.
It's a fantastic first round. We'll see what they can do in the second, but hopefully they can keep up that good work.
Right.
That looked fantastic.
Yep, into the jump off now. Instant jump off. We'll see her go. Maddie based in Auckland. She's attending Auckland University. She trains with Jeff McVean. Now this horse, Hinton Excalibur, Hanoverian by Al Bundy, out of Hinton Dungarve Dynamite, read by Hinton Lodge Hanoverians. Oh, here we go.
Just to really sharpen up a reminder. Certainly not mucking around.
No.
Oh, going outside there, giving this double.
It's not a bad decision though, is it? Because a double clear.
Yeah, double clear on the board. Big jump over that. Oh, you've got to be joking.
I don't believe it. For the last fence. Oh, Maddie Jackson. It was a great ride from her. She really put everything into it, and she's just shaking her head.
Don't worry, Maddie, we're all with you on that one.
Oh, dear. What a wonderful ride from her, and it was looking so good. I really did think she was going to be the first double clear after 36 riders in the class. So
she gave it a good crack.
She did. 4 faults. I didn't get her time, though, which wasn't ideal. I'll have to text my friends in the other room.
We've got Sally Clark in next on Victoria's Secret. Sally's always pretty competitive.
Yeah, Sally, she is very competitive. She likes to win, does Sally? For those of you who don't know her, she was an Olympic silver medalist in eventing a wee while ago at Atlanta, and she's been a very successful rider. Trains a lot of kids these days and has done a good job of that too. Don't mess with Sally. She will train them, but she trains them really well. So this horse, Victoria's Secret, she's had this horse for a long time now. Won a lot of Pro-Am classes, and maybe even Pro-Am Rider of the Year. She certainly won the Pro-Am Series in 2019 with this horse.
Yep, she did come out on top on the Pro-Am of the Year, so that was a good win. Oh, unfortunately, that fence has come down.
That's just par for the course in this class, I think.
Yeah.
All right, Maddie Jackson's time, 37.30. So it's still not fast enough to tip Jessie out of the top spot. Four faults for Sally, I think. And here's my pick of the day. Geordie Bull and Marius. Marius, he told me it's named after some mafia dude in a movie that he saw. Marius, it's called.
I'm sure his son will be on the sidelines giving him some tips after his good win this morning.
Yeah, I think I saw Henry in the ring actually picking up rails. So
hopefully he's not going to have to pick them up after Dad.
No.
Aim of the game.
So Marius, a warm blood by Sangster out of Bridget Bardot, which was by Ramazzotti, and bred by Geordie Bull and Joe Bell. Certainly no issue with speed.
Right, we're keeping it efficient.
Keep it clean. Nice. Well done. Well, that's
good
clear.
Job. Didn't want to say anything.
No, no, we were being very silent going into that. Righto, Geordie.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Time to get serious. We had a wee rub at the first, so hopefully that's got that out the way.
Righto.
Oh, Geordie's going outside as well. He's got clear in his mind. Nicely done.
I'm too scared to even speak at this point.
Right, keep it coming, Geordie. Oh, hopping. Right, go.
Last one.
Pick it up.
Oh, couldn't have been any closer. It so nearly came out. 37.62 and double clear. Goodness me. It was as close as it can come to falling down.
That was quite a good rub, but it stayed up, so that's all that matters. Luck's on their side today.
He'll be delighted with that.
We waited a long time, but we got there eventually.
Well, only 37 horses, so it's 5 eliminations. 37 horses later, we get a double clear. Good stuff, Geordie.
Definitely had.
And now, as is the way with these, you'll probably get 5 double clears.
Yeah, now that we've started it,
broken the bogey.
We've certainly had a splash of everything. Nicely.
Bernard Denton and Electra NZPH. Well, this is Grey Mare, New Zealand Sport Horse by Untouchable M out of Tune to Blues NZ, bred by New Zealand Performance Horses. Bernard, a farrier based in Fielding. He's had some good horses over the years, has Bernard. Suzuki, you'll remember. Used to campaign at the pretty high level.
It's also jumping pretty well so far. Oh, I've realised I've just said it.
Yeah, I know, it really is a tough gig
safe.
today.
There we go. He's safely through the double, so I'm off the hook at
He'll
least.
be right.
Nice round. He'll be pretty pleased with that, I'd be thinking.
Yep, all clear for Bernard Denton and Electra NZPH.
Can you give us 2 from 2? Definitely think we can shave some time off Geordie's. Oh, here we go. We've got the inside turn.
Oh, well, you see.
Didn't pay off, unfortunately.
It's a tight inside turn, I reckon, if you're...
Just going to cruise around now and get the horse there.
What's he doing?
Nice experience.
Oh, I see, yes. And down to the last.
Yeah.
Well, once he took the rail, he really took the pedal off, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Didn't need to go quite so fast. 44.37. Mind you.
Still jumped some really good fences, that horse. I'd say he'll go home pretty happy with that.
All right, Maya Haig and Encore NZPH. Next up, we're getting down to the business end of it now, Tegan.
We are.
At least more than 2/3 through now. So about 13 horses left to go. Maya rides Encore NZPH, New Zealand Sport Horse by Cool de Bois Margot, out of Truly Blue NZPH, which was by Mr. Blue. Oh,
that was interesting.
It was. It just completely looked the opposite direction going into there. Oof. Bit
Well,
sticky, but she got
we
there.
got the job done.
Yep, she got there at the end. Clear, so hopefully we can get another double clear.
We've had 3 first clear rounds in a row, so it's looking positive.
Definitely late on a Sunday to be still riding, isn't it?
Yes.
You're okay, you're just going to camp up for the night.
I'm going to go back to my truck and have some dinner after this.
All right, she's going fairly nicely round in her jump off. She did go around the long way.
The payoff, yep, nicely done.
And then a good inside turn into that. Oh, that horse did exactly the same thing at that fence. Something that it needs to look at.
Cheeky little look. This horse was actually a previous winner of the 5-year-old of the year at Horse of the Year.
Oh, there you go.
With Alex Sawazau on board.
Right. I think she cracked it.
Yeah.
Double clear. 44.17. So that's slightly fast. No, it's not.
No, slightly slower than
44.17.
But it's double clear.
It's double clear. Jesse's losing his grip on the prize money,
Yeah.
piece by piece. All right, Sophia Maud and Soho. Little skewbald mare, sport horse by Brood Too Hot out of Rosabella, which was by Avora Sheikh Nevada, bred by Anne Nicol.
Big leap over number.
Oh, the lights have gone out on our little machine here. I'm sure we're still all go though.
It's ready to head home.
Yeah.
It's after hours now.
It's
after
switching off.
5:30 we're done.
So just 4 faults
Nailed down.
for this cool little coloured pony. Well, not pony, horse.
Doesn't look too much bigger than a pony.
No, it's quite little.
Oh,
up.
A wee extra one in there. Oh, goodness, hang on. Keep going. Just got the ducks to go.
Just the Liverpool left. There's a lot going on with that jump. There's rails and Liverpools and ducks and 8 faults for Sophia Maud. So that's all good for her. Next up is Christine Corniget. Christine rides Lilyberg SL. Christine can often be seen at shows in the arena photographing and takes some wonderful photos of horses competing around the countryside.
Also been newly appointed a national selector.
Quite right, she has too. And her claim to fame is winning the TP McLean Sports Photographer of the Year a few years ago, which is actually a fairly coveted title amongst photographers in New Zealand. TP McLean, one of the best photographers. Well, I can't turn it off. That's all good. We're fine. Just a few technical hitches with my technical friends. All right, Lilyberg SL by Celle Francais, a Celle Francais cross mare by Lindbergh des Hayets, and by out of a Junius mare bred by the Seattle Lodge.
Oh, that's down.
Oh dear.
Unfortunately.
It's the 4.
unfortunately.
Ah,
That double
so there we
as
go.
well. We're not having too much with the A elements of the doubles today for Christine. But we're home safely. So.
8 faults for Christine Corneget and Lilyberg SL. Right, 12 left to go. It's 20 to 6. It's getting late. I hope some of these riders don't have a million miles to drive. There's a few needed to get back to Hawke's Bay and some to Auckland I can see on there, so that's going to be a late night.
I think the run crew's getting a bit tired as well. Rose is just pointing out that they haven't put a fence up. Yep, she's not wrong there. Oh, just a little reminder. Back out here on her second mount. She went pretty well on her first one, footloose with a clear first run and just one down on the jump off, so hopefully she can go one better than that on Celebration.
Yes, Celebration ECPH, bred by East Coast Performance Horses. Not sure of any of its other breeding, but I'm sure.
Pretty sure it's by Corofino 2 and out of a Salutation. Yeah, I probably said that completely wrong, but you get
Sounds
the drift.
good.
Yeah,
Sounds
we'll
good.
roll with it.
Rightio. Come on, Rose. You might have to go a little bit faster than that.
This horse is just a 6-year-old. She's had a pretty successful run on it. She purchased it from Jessland Equestrian, but has reduced it off the ranks. Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, having a bit of a fight.
Bit of a green moment there.
Round there. Looks like she's just taking it slowly.
Just giving them
some ring
good
time.
experience in here, and it's always nice to give the young horses a run. He looks pretty cruisy, which is good in here.
Yeah. Yes.
It's unfortunate at the last as well. An 8-fault round.
8. Rose and Celebration ECPH finished with 8 faults.
2 rounds down left for Celebration ECPH and Rose Oldfield with a time of 74.86.
All right.
Now move on to
Laura May. Laura May, a warm blood across Bay Gelding by Orame out of CH Zazu, which was by CH Voila, bred by Lizzie Brown.
Oh, we chip in at the first.
I love how she's written here in her profile. Laura May is pronounced Laura May. Just so that the announcers who can't speak French have some idea. I think I may have butchered that once or twice before. She probably wrote that because I said it badly somewhere once before.
And another one to have 4A down.
That is causing a few problems, that combination.
Yeah, it's actually 5A, not 4A. I'm going to sleep now as well.
It's been a long class and a long day. A long show.
I'll take that mistake.
A very successful
Oopsie
show.
daisy. Oh well, we cleared it. All good.
4 faults for Laura May and Emily Ramsden. Okay. We've got Emma Gillies next in.
This should be pretty competitive.
Pretty slick.
Yeah.
Chic Extreme, New Zealand sport horse by Corofino 2, out of All Gems, which was by Grosvenor, bred by Extreme Sport Horses. Now, was this Charlie Francis's horse?
Yeah, so they shared the ride, Charlie and Annabelle.
Right, they did too.
Yeah, Annabelle had quite a lot of success with it as well as Charlie, so it's been a good little horse. I believe it won the 5-year-old class at Taupo one year as well.
Yeah, I think it did.
With Luke D on top, so it's had some pretty good jockeys throughout its career. And now another good little one on board too.
Nicely through there.
Don't want to say anything.
No, well, she's one of your South Island crew, so you better be quiet.
I'll let you do the talking.
All right, round she comes to the pesky double in the middle of the course. Across the middle. No trouble to her. One to go.
Nicely done.
There we have it. All clear for Emma Gillies and Chic Extreme. That's the bell now for her jump off.
This is a pretty competitive wee combination, so we'll see what they can get up to.
Time to beat is 37.62.
See if they can get another rug in that truck.
Yeah.
There might not be any room for any more. They've certainly got their hull. They've ridden fantastically this weekend and previous weekends. They've had a really good run. Pretty exciting for the future. Oh, yeah, going outside. I think that's the smart move now. Good go.
Nicely through there.
And around out here as well. So we're really just trying to get that double clear on the board.
So she definitely will be a bit slower. Not sure she's too far off the pace. A few seconds, perhaps.
Yeah. Really nice double clear though from Emma. That was well ridden.
40.31. So put her into second place right now, which is good.
Yeah.
Double clear.
Good chunk of moolah.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Even in seconds, so
yeah, $10,000 class. Got to give it best shot, but you know, Brook could do anything. Mel Matheson's still coming. Georgie Dormer, Leishelle Small.
I think Brook will be pretty pleased to get this round over and done with. She was quite keen to get on the road home.
And she'll have everything packed up.
Yeah.
That horse is going straight on the truck after this.
It's a lovely horse, this. It was produced really well up through the grades by Briar Burnett Grant, who owns it, but now she's headed off over to Europe, and Brook and Oliver have taken over the reins this season. It's a pretty exciting horse going forwards.
Yeah, so still owned by the Burnett Grants. This horse by Cannon, Holsteiner Warmblood Cross. And yeah, you're right. It had, it did well with Brian, didn't it, early on? But I think it's looking really good with Brook and Oliver too.
Yeah, I think this is Brook's first show on it. So Oliver's mainly ridden it this season, and he's done a really good job on it. And Chisel, their other Briar's other horse. Pretty sure Karen's here watching today, so that'll be really nice for her to see them go.
Oh, she'll be delighted to see them.
Good so far, Brook.
Beautiful. Clear round for Fibre Fresh Kasala and Brook.
Brook had a really good placing in the metre 40 in the class previously on LT House Andrea. Come on, Brook, make this weight worthwhile.
What is she smiling about? Can she hear you? Come on, let's go.
Sure, Oliver will be watching at home, telling her to get a wriggle on. Good so far. What are we going to do here? Yep, go outside. I think this will be the standard route now.
Yeah,
Mel might give it a go inside, but I think if you go outside there and inside, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Inside
too risky,
here.
isn't it?
And then if you can just keep rolling down these last two.
Oh, she's
She's going to be a bit behind
Yeah,
Geordie,
bit behind
but
Geordie.
it's still looking like a really, really good round. Nice horse.
42.27.
Pops her into third. Handy
Sure
place.
does. There we go. They're coming thick and fast now.
Yep.
All right, Tessa Ranger. Tessa on her young horse, Dakara WHS. Warm Blood by Dakar VDL. And bred by Christian and Hillary. I can't see the last name, Christian and somebody, Hillary, at WHS.
Now I'd like to welcome to the arena
A very dapperly bottom, this horse. It's quite a young horse, and I'm pretty sure Tessa will just be taking it easy. Giving it a good ride.
Starting to look like it's getting a bit darker outside. That'll be making the warm-up quite interesting.
Ooh,
Certainly got
That's
a nip
tricky,
to the
isn't it?
ear.
it's getting quite cold here. Me rugs and all sorts of things going on. Dark warm-up is not ideal.
Oh, let's good jump over number 6.
That's going nicely for her. Oh, oh, it's a shame. A bit of a miscommunication going in there. Come on, Tess. Not quite forward enough going in there. One to go.
Oh. Gonna regroup and get our reins and everything sorted again.
Well, it's just a young horse, like I said.
Yeah, 6-year-old, is it?
Yeah. So just
Smart thing to do.
take it easy.
Yeah. Nice jump over the
Big
last.
jump over the last. Well done, Tessa. Eight faults, was it, I think? 8?
So there'd be quite a few time faults in there as well.
Pay much attention to that.
12 jumping and some time faults as well.
All right, Lichelle Small, AMS Glenbrook Archie Bunker. Now, Lichelle, if she gets clear, will certainly give this a shot.
Yeah, she won the speed leg of this class the first day on this horse, so I'm sure she'll be very competitive. It's a great old horse.
Yeah, so he's born in 2008. It's 14, 15, perhaps.
Yep, previously ridden by Chris Harris in the South Island, who competed him up to Premier League. And he was bred by Tanya Davey down in... Oh, she's down south somewhere. Like
Yeah, so by Cassini too, Holsteiner Cross it is, out of Dozen Roses, which was by Russell.
So far, so good. Oh.
4 faults in the double.
No.
That's that. Sadly, for Lichelle. I can't even go back.
That was a really light rail too. That was a bit rough.
Yeah, so we've got the 4 clears, 4 double clears now. All right, here's Mel. Quarterflex Julia MH.
This is a nippy wee number, this horse. It was second in yesterday's class.
I think she's a bit hungry for a first place, is Mel. I was talking to her out there earlier before. She's like, I would need to win this. So we'll see what she can do.
Another young one, though. Julia just being a 6-year-old. A pretty competitive one, though.
Yeah, Hanoverian by Graf Top 1 out of Mojo Padal, which was by Grosvenor, bred by Matthews Hanoverians, owned by Angela Miller. It's been a great horse. Won the National Young Horse Championship, 5-year-old, the North Island 5-year-old champion, and the New Zealand 5-year-old series winner in 2020 to 2021. Oh dear. Oh well, it's not going to be your day, Mel, I'm afraid.
Jumping a great round though for a,
it is for a young horse.
She's popping around really nicely. Mel's giving her a good ride. Can't be too disappointed with that.
Nicely done. 4 faults for Mel Matheson and Quarterflex Julia MH. Well, we're down to the last 5 now. Next horse in the ring will be Danny Duncan and Versace C.
Hasn't this been a great horse over the years?
Certainly has. Wonderful horse. Nick Brooks' horse, also so I can't even speak anymore. Ridden by his sister, Tash Brooks, for a bit. New Zealand sport horse by Voltaire 2 out of Coco C, which was by Ken Tango 2. Versace C. Yeah.
A very competitive horse over the years. I think Nick competed him up to World Cup level and Tash was very competitive up to Grand Prix. So such a lovely horse. He's beautiful looking.
He is lovely looking.
Danny's done a fantastic job turning him out and having him looking immaculate as per usual. Say this combination's a pretty new combination and they're looking pretty good.
I don't know, but I assume Nick still owns it. Maybe they sold it.
Not too sure.
I don't know.
Would have been a hard sale if it was sold. He's a bit of a dude.
Nicely done through there. And this is a good height from,
Yeah.
It's, how old is he? Born in 2007. So
he's round. Good job. Lots of big pats.
Lovely clear round for Danny Duncan and Versace C.
Bell goes for a jump off, so we'll see what Danny can do. Yep, going the long way around to the double. Nicely done. And we're going round to number 1 as well.
And she got the memo.
Yep, double clear.
Oof.
Oh, that's so unlucky. It up to the last. Oh, we've had that down as well, so it's an 8-fault round for Versace C.
8 faults in the jump off. 39.60 was a pretty slick time though. Wouldn't have been fast enough to beat Geordie.
Geordie will be
Yeah.
starting to get a little excited.
He'll be holding on to the seat.
Yep.
4 to go. And
not letting the sun take all the glory.
no, it's
showing Henry how it's done.
Amosito now, ridden by Ben Weir. It's a warm blood thoroughbred Cross by Anamore.
Ben's a really talented up-and-coming young rider. I think he's a jack of all trades and is quite competitive in the dressage arena as well.
Oh, really? Oh, good on him. Gosh, the series final, they've got about 440 horses entered in the series final, and we know how that gets this end of the day when you're trying to get series finished.
Yes.
And it's getting dark and it all gets a bit ragged, doesn't it? So hopefully they've got it sussed out down there. They've been doing it for a while though, so
I think this is the first time that they've run it after daylight savings though, so that could be interesting.
Yeah, could be interesting. It might be an early start.
Early start and late finish, but I'm sure they'll have it under control. They run a fantastic show down there, and it'll be great to be a part of it all.
And that's another season done and dusted then.
Yep.
Regroup for next year, which will be much better. All right, clear. Clear for Ben Weir. Oh, the action came in the last part of the class. Well, I'm not sure about that, actually. There's a fair bit of action in the first half of the class.
The action was definitely in the first half. Right, what's Ben going to do? Certainly not messing around. We're going to go inside. Nope.
Yep.
Nicely done. Oh, yeah, good turn. Now we're getting into it.
Crank it up.
Ooh, give it a kick. Now we definitely lead.
Oh,
Keep
don't have that last fence down. Oh, Geordie, you might be in trouble. Oh, and he's done it.
Nicely
he
done.
has done it. 35.20.
We have a new leader.
A new leader for Ben Weir.
Put the pressure on the other riders to follow. That was pretty speedy.
Well, it took us the fourth to last rider.
Yeah.
Right, Isabel Jamison. And Pacific All Class. Well, you don't seem to have Nicholas Beale. He may have gone home, maybe.
Called it a night.
Isabel from Northland. And she rides this Warmblood Cross Bay Mare by Lux Z.
Yeah, I actually used to own this horse.
Did you?
Yeah, sold it as a 4-year-old, I think it was, so I didn't do too much with it, but...
Well, there you go. Oh,
dear. It's getting a bit sticky.
That's, yeah. Ooh, quite come round the turn on the right angle there.
Down there a bit deep.
Oh, and now we're just going to have a little disagreement.
Oh, we lost a pedal.
Oh, where are we going now? Oh, we have to go back round to number 6. Oh, that's a shame, actually.
Well, this class has certainly provided
some entertainment.
Quite a lot of...
It certainly has, and you don't, at ring 1, you don't often have the metre 20 class in ring 1.
No.
So you don't see a lot of this drama. Oh, no, I think we've decided that's enough.
We're calling it a night.
Time to go home, have some dinner. Isabel's decided. I had a long drive home to Northland. They're going back tonight. All right, is Georgie Dormer coming or is she not?
It's definitely getting quite dark outside now.
I don't know if
that
Georgie
looks like it
is coming. No. That, my friend, might be that. So thank you so much, Tegan.
No worries.
It's been great catching up. I'll see you next week at the series final.
Big congratulations to Ben Weir for taking out the class.
Yeah, wonderful.
Great round.
Wonderful ride by Ben Weir. Right down to the last. He really did give it everything. So good to see. Thanks a lot. Cool. We will catch you next week.
Sounds good.
In Masterton.
Bye.
Okay.
Another really busy lady would have to be you, Pip. A wonderful course that you've been building here. And of course the metre 40 is going to have its challenges. What are the riders going to be faced with?
Well, the riders out there, because the metre 40 is your top class at the show, so it's going to be about the rideability of the horse and rider combination. They're going to be able to have to adjust strides, ride a track with precision, and of course they're going to have the element of the size of the obstacles as well.
Now, what is your inspiration when you come to a beautiful venue such as this and you think about where you're going to be putting the jumps and the challenges? What inspires you?
For me, it's just nice having a class where there's good jumping. You're promoting that good jumping. And, you know, that's what my job is there. It's not out there to trap and trick, as some people might like to say. It's promoting good sport.
And there's quite a lot of training and qualifications behind to become a course designer of this level. What's been involved for you?
I've been fortunate. I've done all my upgrades. So there's been 3 international courses that I've had to do, plus some refreshers in between. I've been able to do those in Australia. I've also spent some time course designing in Ireland as well, back in 2019. Of course, last year I couldn't go because of COVID. But look, it's been a fantastic road through and a lot of hard work, you know.
Well, thanks, Pip. We love watching how riders tackle your courses, and we're going to be looking forward to this one.
Oh, thank you very much.
I just love creating a bond with each horse.
The thing I love is training and developing the young horses the way that it's built to be.
I fed Fibre Fresh for as long as I can remember, specifically Fibre Protect.
Fibre and protein are 2 really important parts of feeding dressage horses, and we try to feed them a number of different types of protein. Yeah, it's been a staple in our horses' diet for as long as I can remember, 15, 20 years.
I started feeding Fibre Fresh in 2016 and it's been coming in by the pallet load ever since.
Fibre Fresh has given all of my horses, especially my young horses, great top line. Their coat condition is always of the highest quality.
As well as being a really good protein source, Fibre Protect has the added benefits of mitigating ulcer development in horses, and you know, we're boxing our horses, and as much as we try to look after them and their care, they can develop ulcers through that.
Our horses love it. I love that there's no dust, it's fresh, you cut that bag open, it smells great. The horses love it. Yeah, it's just a great product and it keeps getting better and better.
It's amazing to be a New Zealand rider being supported by a New Zealand grown and produced product who are literally right down the road.
It feels amazing to be part of the Fibre Fresh family. It's a very supportive environment.
It's really cool to be supported by such a great company.
Okay, for the last time for today and for this fabulous show, the New Zealand Indoor Champs Fibre Fresh Easter Jumping Festival, we are in the ring for the, well, I can't hear us working properly on the speakers, but there we go. We're in the ring now and we are with our winners of the $10,000 metre 20 to metre 25 horse class. What a great spectacle, lots of horses, and it came right down to the wire at the end to find us a fabulous winner with Ben Weir and Amosito. Second, of course, Geordie Bull and Marius. Geordie led for a long way, the double clear and a quick time in 37.52. But Ben shaved 2 seconds off that at the end to make it a classy win. Emma Gillies was third with Chic Extreme. She's had a great show. The Gillies family have had a good time. Brook Edgecombe in fourth with Fibre Fresh Casala. In fifth place, Maya Haig and Encore NZPH. And in sixth, Jessie Linton with Beau Blue. So thanks again. Just before we talk to Ben about his win and maybe Geordie, about his not win. We'd just like to say a big thank you to Pip Howes and the team out in the ring for a fabulous job they've done in the indoor. It's been an amazing event, and she's made built some fabulous courses for everybody to get around. And a huge thank you to Tony and Colin for putting on a great spectacle here and the great support they've had from the local community. So Ben, very classy win for you there. You knew what you had to do, and you knew you had to go fast to the last.
I'd just like to say thank you to all the sponsors of the show, all the organisers, Fibre for being a main sponsor of the show. Obviously, thank you to my amazing horse and his owners over here. He's owned by the Benshaw family, and I'm very lucky to be sitting on a horse that tries his heart out for me. Andy's a 12 or 13 year old. He's a Arnamore gelding, and I took over the ride from Grace, who's also had a lot of success on him, so very lucky.
Well done, Ben. It was a great win, and great to have your owners here and your support crew as well. Geordie, I thought you were going to do the double with your son today. I really did. I thought it was going to be on the cards. And Marius, who's been such a star this season, it just wasn't meant to be.
No, I gave my best shot. And congratulations, Ben. We've seen a great day's jumping today, and it's been a great show. And a special thanks to the support from Fibre and Tony and Colin McIntosh, and to my special thanks to my team, Joe and Henry and Lottie, and to the judges and the announcers for doing a great job over the last 3 days. It's been a great show.
Well done, Geordie, and congratulations to you and all of your team as well. All right, we're going to get going because it's getting on in the day and everybody has somewhere to be. So well done to everybody. Just like to send them off on their victory lap. Congratulations to Ben Weir, who took out the class with great style with Amosito and a classy time of 35.20. Second to Geordie Bull and Marius. Third, Emma Gillies and Chic Extreme. Fourth to Brook Edgecombe and Fibre Fresh Casala. Fifth to Maya Haig and Encore NZPH, and sixth Jessie Linton and Bo Ballou. Now we've got one more little presentation here that we'd like to do. I'll wait till they come round. Ben looks pretty happy to have won that. We had a special there we go. We've got one more presentation here for Maya Haig. So the New Zealand Sport Horse Register had a special little award, and they thank you for your registration. They drew it from all of those who registered as on the New Zealand Sport Horse Register, and Lisa Haig and Triple Star One of a Kind won the draw. So she receives, I think it's $300, or I can't actually, it doesn't actually say here. But anyway, Lisa won it. I think it's $300. I'm not entirely sure. But if Lisa's here or Maya, we could present it. Oh, here we go, down here. We'll just go down this way. And you can send a little thank you to Main Events for their sponsorship of that and for the New Zealand Sport Horse Register. So well done. All right. Good stuff, and congratulations. And yeah, that's us from the Fibre Fresh Easter Festival. Oh, one more presentation.
One more presentation. Hi. We have one more presentation, and that's to the leading rider of this weekend, actually, and it goes to Regan Calder. I think she's from the Dannevirke area, and she wins a gorgeous pair of Tucci boots, complimentary of the Rider's Shop. So well done, Regan. I'm sure you'll enjoy your Tucci boots. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dana.
Well done to you, Tony and Colin and your team. You've done an amazing event, and everyone's just raved about it. So I hope you go home and have a little rest for a day. Not that you know how to rest, but I'm sure it'll be good. Thanks very much. And so that wraps it up for us here at the Fibre Fresh Easter Show Jumping Festival and the New Zealand National Indoor Championships.